Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Another Diablo 3 video today. I'm just biding my time, waiting for the Diablo 4 early access to start tomorrow. Yay! I think I have my plan for my new Barbarian. So, today I wanted to show you in my Diablo 3 Frenzy Barbarian. I showed you the Whirlwind Barbarian, that's more of a speed rifting build. And the Frenzy is going to be more of a pushing build. So a little slower, but it's harder. Survivability, in my opinion, is about the same. Seems to me anyway. And while he can do I've done GR 110s. Takes him about 5 minutes. I want to do a GR 100 so I can show you, because that's what I had the Whirlwind Barbarian do, a GR 100 speed run. And I've been, I played a couple of rounds before I started this video, and it comes in at about 3 minutes, whereas the Whirlwind can do it at 2.5 minutes. So, but the Whirlwind Barb can't push as deep into the higher GRs like the Frenzy Barbarian can. And it's also worth noting that my Barbarian, this Frenzy Barb isn't done. So, he's gonna get stronger. I'll show you some of the pieces he's missing here. Let's get the game started here. This is my hardcore seasonal Barbarian. So, I have to be much more careful than someone playing in normal mode or Care Bear. So yeah, let me just show you what he looks like in the armory here. It's his getup. I think he looks pretty cool. Okay, take a look at his gear. The most important piece is Ingium. This sword helps keep Wrath of the Berserker up fairly regularly. I try to hit it just before I see a pack of elites, because that's when you get the buff is to kill. Once you've killed elites, you knock 10 seconds off your cooldown. The other offhand weapon is Oathkeeper. This is very important. You have to have Oathkeeper. Major part of the build. And you can see it's not even ancient. So this guy's still got some work to do. Now we are running the Horde of the 90 Savages. This is an excellent set of armor. I do have the 6-piece, but I'm only wearing 5 pieces because I have a Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube. And I'll show you that in a little bit. You can see I like strength and vitality. We got some frenzy damage here. This is the Undisputed Champion. Very important belt. Very, very important belt. Frenzy gains the effect of every rune, and eventually, if you get a really good one, it'll do 400% increased damage. So check out the roll. This 388 is a good roll, but 400 is obviously better. And you see here's another standard piece of equipment. But you look at the set bonuses. So with 2, you get double the effectiveness of your shouts. That's really important, and I'll show you in a second why. And you deal double damage to feared, frozen, or stunned enemies. Each Frenzy stack reduces damage taken by 6%. Frenzy lasts twice as long. So now Frenzy contributes to your survivability. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Frenzy Barb is just as survivable as the Whirlwind Barb, even though you don't have the Teoguk and the Mantle of Channeling in this build. The durability from the Frenzy stacks really makes a big difference, which means you have to be super careful at the very, very beginning of your greater rifts. That's when you can die. Until you've gotten fully buffed up. Okay, so the shoulders are the 90 Savages, gloves are the 90 Savages. And then what I'm doing, I like Guardians. I think Guardians Bracer and Guardians Helmet gives you just a ton of strength and vitality. So I have 25,000 and 14,000. Look at that. Ouch. Look at my health bubble. You know, are you kidding me? No. I want my Guardians. For jewelry, got an Ancient Squirts. This is the same necklace I use on my Whirlwind. Ancient Convention of the Elements. This is really important. A very good ring. And a Band of Might. This is where a lot of your survivability comes from. So you have to be counting to 9. Constantly, all the time. Running diamonds everywhere. I have a Bane of the Trapped up here. I have a Bane of the Stricken over here, and Simplicity's Strength to buff up, because Frenzy's a primary skill. Okay? Now for skills and runes, Frenzy gets everything, but we choose Maniac to make it fire damage. Okay? Threatening Shout, this is just some extra DPS. Every once in a while we right click, and then everybody takes an additional 25% damage for 6 seconds. Yeehaw, right? And I'm running the Falter. Well, that's what that does. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Battle Rage. So this increases crit chance and increases your damage by 10%. But it deals damage equal to 20% of your recent critical hits to everyone within 20 yards. And this is where your AoE comes from Battle Rage. Okay? It's just constantly pulsing damage on everybody within 20 yards of you. That's your AoE. Very important. Warcry buffs your armor. Okay? And then I've also got it set to buff my resist all. Furious Charge, very important. This is what kicks off your Band of Might. I run Merciless Assault so that I keep, as long as you aim and hit, I think you need to hit 3 targets. And Furious Charge will never be on cooldown. Or it's 2 or 3, because I think that also has something to do with my Ingame. And then, of course, Wrath of the Berserker with Insanity. That's standard. Boonable Kathos. This keeps the Wrath of the Berserker up. Berserker Rage. I don't have any Fury spenders, so I'm constantly at max Fury. Brawler. That's a no-brainer. And Rampage. I don't have the Cheat Death here. I have Cheat Death on my follower, and it's been enough so far. Knock on wood. Watch my barbarian die in this video. This stuff here is fine. This is what you need. This is the most important thing. Okay, so I'm trying to get it to 10%. I'm not quite there. For follower gear, most important stuff is the Nemesis bracers. And you want these to be intelligence for the sorceress. This is very important. Gloves of Worship. You get these from bounty chests. Doubles your shrines. This is not super critical, but it sure is nice. It makes it easier to teleport out at the end of those Nephilim Rift when there's always that 1 or 2 annoying trash mob that wants to come over and punch you and ruin your teleport. This is good. And so it emanates. And so every time a diamond drops, I get an extra diamond. And I can use the powders to convert the diamonds to whatever gems I want to use over in the cube. And then this is very important. Pylon effects last twice as long. Flavor of Time. Okay? That is pretty much everything. Well, let's take a look at the cube. So Bastion's Revered. Must have this. Very important. Absolutely critical to the build. You can see Frenzy now stacks 10 times. Right? Each additional hit will chain to enter within 15 yards. So there's even more of our AoE to help us clear packs of mobs. Depth Diggers, we're going to double our Frenzy damage. It's a complete no-brainer. And then Ring of Royal Grandeur. And that allows us to run the Horde of the 90 Savages and the Guardians and still work in the Undisputed Champion. So, absolutely critical. Okay, let's run a GR 100. Well, first, let's have a sip of coffee. I've been running my mouth, so your mouth is dry. Okay, and again, he can run higher. I've done what's the highest I've pushed? Oh gosh, let me see here. Yeah, I think 112 is the highest I've actually done. And that's just because I'm so scared of losing him. I'm fairly certain he can do a GR 115. I'm just a coward. It's hardcore, you know, you got to be careful. And I mean, once I get this to Ancient, I get that to Ancient, and then get the Chaldeans Despair, Caldescens Despair here and here, I'd feel a lot better about going after a 115. But anyway, let's do this. So once again, need to be careful at the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You just want to keep that Bandamite buff up. Right? And you'll notice Wrath of Berserker's already up. 4, 5, 6, 8. I'm gonna pop it for this guy. Die, doggy, die. Guess they're using a loot pack game. I see these big packs of monsters, and I just can't drive past them. I have to smack them around and kill them. Shouts back up so I don't forget. I don't have to kill those. All right. Oh, that's down. Okay. Yeah, gotta go. Gotta go. Pop Wrath Berserker. I did a small short-range charge in there. And as long as you keep Bandamite up, you can take some of those smaller nukes, like whenever these elites and champions explode. I've experimented, and I can take 2 of them, no problem. I can stand in the middle of a few explosions, and it only knocks about 40% off. Hey, power, awesome. This'll help. You can see now we're hitting, I see a trillion. I know I'm seeing billions. Wrath of Berserker. There we go. Yep. Well, we're hitting for the billions. I think we're hitting in the low trillions here once in a while. Wasn't that a 91 trillion? So, for somebody who's this darn tanky, those are some pretty good damage numbers, you know what I mean? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna pop off the Berserker. Don't really need that. Okay. So here, and this guy won't last but a split second. Oh, there you go, GR100. No problem.
My name is Ash. When the champions, if you have a gem, I'm skilled.
Go ahead and level up some of my lower level gems here. This is for my Inna monk. Okay. We'll go back and get our exact time.
Well done.
2 minutes 33 seconds. I mean, that's speed farming as far as I'm concerned. You know, fast enough for me. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of loot. Okay, guys, that's my Frenzy Barbarian. After tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, I won't be making any more Diablo 3 content. I don't know, ever. I don't know. This Diablo 4 looks like a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends. Post a comment down below. Just don't be a jerk. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.